the hardest?
You know what 1 gram looks like, bro. Like, you can't really do nothing with that.
Dust, bro.
So, you get what I'm saying? I was even saying to mans, if anyone's got any weed, dash it away now, innit? Because, like, back in the days, heading to the airport, man was blazing. Whoever smoked in the van, like, whoever didn't smoke in the van was pissed because, like, we were smoking it out anyway. And so forth and so on. So, like, on the way to the airport, I was like, bro, if anyone's got weed, dash it. Like, you understand? And I dashed mine out the window so man could see, like, you understand? But Flawless was like, oh, Rocky, you like the sound of your own voice too much. I was like, rude boy, trust me. Like, I'm on Interpol as an international drug trafficker right now. So if I don't get a search, yeah, one of you man is gonna get a search.
So you're just looking out for their best interests.
Bro, I was like, we're doing business here, yeah? This is not about tough guy business. This is just like real shit. Like, you understand? If anyone's got trees, dash it. And like, I dashed my weed away. Nadia used to smoke at the time. She dashed her weed away. And like, I'm waiting on Flawless, innit? Like, he's not making no moves. So I'm like, cool, bro. Like, say no more.
You learn the hard way.
Yeah. So literally, I was going through the airport, customs, this, that. And what happened was, I got through, as I knew I would. So I'm sitting on the, you know, on the back of customs, there's chairs there. I was sitting there waiting for Randy and the rest to come through. So Randy comes through to the security guard and he's like, oh, come here, hold a search. So I'm like, oh, Randy ain't got no trees. He don't smoke at the time, innit? So I'm like, cool, bro. As long as you get through, we're good. So as he's holding a search, Flawless is coming through with thick American accent. Why are you searching my homeboy? This, that, and the other. Like, you understand? I'm like, oh, it's about to get ugly. Like, you understand?
And these times he's got a pack on him.
1.1 grams, yeah? I'm like, bro, allow it. Like, in my head, I can't say nothing. I'm like, allow it. These times he's like turning up with the security guard, like I was like, okay. Randy's like, chill, bro, chill. Like, you understand? These times another security guard said, oh, so you ain't got nothing to do. Come and hold a search, like, you understand? As soon as they bust his bag, yeah, they found the thing in the top of a aerosol in a Shaw spray can, yeah. So they tested it, yeah. These times I'm watching from behind the scenes, like, you understand? And they tested it and the whole jar went black. That means, yeah, there's some THCs in this motherfucker. It's a controlled drug. Then they looked at me sitting down and said, oh, you're with them, innit? Come and hold a search, boy. I'm like, I'm already like through. They were like, nah, bro,
You're
come
part
back.
of the team.
Yeah. So these times, yeah, like I dashed my weed away, but that was the weed in my pocket. These times I had ½ ounce in my bag. Yeah, and I'm thinking, Flawless, you done fucked me up now. You know, like that. So like, I had parked it off neatly in my bag though. So like, as the guy is going through, it was a Chicano guy, it was about 6'2", 6'3", like big dude, like, you understand? He's going through my bag and I'm looking at Flawless like, you done fucked us up, rude boy, like, you understand? He didn't even know I had trees on me, like, you know, like that. And like, the guy came to the weed. You know when you unzip the whole shit, rude boy?
He picked it up, looked at it and everything and put it back.
He didn't pick it up. He saw the weed in the thing. Like, I had it next to my wheels.
Yeah.
He saw the weed and looked at me. I did not budge, rude boy. I was dead on Flawless. Like, you understand? Just my focus was there. I was like, you son of a bitch in my head. I didn't say a word out loud. You understand? I was like, you done fucked us up kind of thing. The guy looked at the weed again, looked back at me. I'm not budging, rude boy. As I say, like, this ain't my first rodeo with drugs, innit? I've had harder drugs than that. Like, coming through customs, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Larger amounts than that. So these times, I'm just like, rude boy, you done fucked our career. So the guy just zipped up the thing and said, you know what, rude boy, you're cool, kind of thing. Put my stuff back in the bag, zipped it up, and said, you could go. Like that. And I was like, breathed the biggest sigh of relief. Like, you understand? And I got through. Flawless was getting dipped these times, like, you understand? He was on the first thing smoking back to London.
Swear.
Yeah. So these times we had to let our manager know what had just happened. And it was like, oh, my belly's a bit rumbly. But like, don't watch that. Like, fuck it. But like, you know, we had to let our manager know. And like, you know, the manager was like, so what do you guys want to do? Like, you understand? Do we keep him in or do we kick him out, kind of thing? I was like, bro, you know what? Like, I'm weighing up the odds, innit? one less guy in the group, more money for me. Like, you understand? That was the first thing that came into my head. The second thing that came into my head was, this guy is competing with me a lot. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And it's not good competition. It's not like me and Randy.
Yeah, it's not friendly camaraderie.
Yeah. It's like you're on smoke for some reason, but you can't really get to beef me because of who I am. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, for me, it was a easy decision. I was like, yeah, let him go, kind of thing. Like, you get me? And the more I'm talking, everyone is like, yeah, he can go. He can go.
The penny's dropping.
Yeah. So, like, again, it made the group, like, not nuclear numbers no more, you know, like that. Because before it was 3 girls, 3 boys, and so forth and so on. So, like, after the red carpet, like, Jonathan made the decision to kick him out of the house completely. And this, that, and the other, kick him out of the group completely. This and that. And that's not really my intention for the time. But I just knew that also because he got deported, he's not going to be able to do international shows no more.
Yeah, so it's not really going to make no sense for him.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, Big Brothers was never local, bro. Like, we was always international, doing bits in Europe, doing bits in the States, doing bits in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Like, you understand? And he just put a big, like, stop on him being able to do that.
For 1.1 gram.
You feel me?
Ganges.
Bro, it was not worth it, bro. So, like, Flawless was asked to leave the whole thing. So when we came back, like, his room was empty. Like, you get me? And we were like, fuck, you know, what happened to Flawless? Like, after that, like, we heard that he had got an agent and was doing shows. So, yeah, I was like,
fair play.
Good for him, kind of thing. He's doing music. It's a good look. But then I started hearing he was on stage, like, gunning mans, innit?
Oh,
like,
is it?
Like,
Is that what he
Big
was
Brothers. Whoop-de-woo. So I was like,
tall pop.
Yeah, I was like, you know what, if that was me, I would have done the same thing. But I would have done it more tastefully than how he did it, like, you understand? So before you know it, he's not getting no bookings no more. His money dried up, that.
Blackballed himself.
Exactly. You know, like that. So, like, you know, we continued for a bit, but it was like Dion now was feeling the fact that Flawless wasn't there no more because she didn't have no dance partner. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, me and Nadia was dance partners. Randy and Sharice was dance partners, and Flawless and Dion was dance partners. You get what I'm saying? And she was on her ones a lot. Like, again, she was one of the members that didn't smoke. Like, she didn't have a lot of talk.
So like, she didn't really, weren't really social.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, you understand? So, like, during one meeting, she was like, meeting adjourned, got up and walked out. Like, you understand? So after that, she was like, yeah, I'm not coming back to the group. This, that, and the other. So it was like, cool. Like, you understand? Whatever it is, whatever. Because, like, 2 people down means more money for me in my head.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Ratios.
So, yeah. So, again, I wasn't really watching that. Like, you get me? Although I thought that she was an extremely talented singer, she was an extremely talented writer, like, you get me? And her presence was going to be missed. I just felt like we could cover it. Like, you understand?
And you guys did.
Yeah. For a large degree. So this is where the career starts getting interesting, because when we left Sony, and there was a time where we left our manager, it was like, oh shit, like, we're swimming on our ones now, no boat. Like, how do we make this motherfucker float? Like, you understand? So Randy met a guy called Charles Gordon, and Charles Gordon made a lot of bread apparently from having like a estate agent company.
Okay,
and
like properties.
Yeah, his property portfolio was insane, innit? So, like, he was like, look, I might not know everything about the music industry, but I got the bread to make it happen for you, man. So we was like, cool, like, let's do a 50-50 deal. You bring the money, we bring the merchandise. Like, we'll make the songs, we'll do this, we'll do that. So we was doing that for a bit, and we released a couple of songs that went straight to Channel U at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, understand, before it became AKA. And yeah, man, like, we had a good little spin. Like, it was good times, don't get it twisted. But, like, when money starts rolling in to the wrong guy, he's not making the distributions no more. Plus, he's getting the money from New Flow, OK, Baby Boy, Favorite Things. So it was like, where's my bread? Like my money couldn't have dried up that quick. You understand what I'm saying? So like that's another reason like why when my son's diagnosis came in, I was like, bro, just don't phone me, innit? Like, understand?
Yeah.
I wasn't even chasing money them times. I was comfortable enough. But like, as I say, years into it, money dwindled, this, that, and it was hard to maintain a lifestyle, innit? So man ended up touching roads again, this, that, like. But like, it also made me study what is autism actually about and figure out autism from the inside out.
Yeah.
So I became qualified, like, you get me, maybe 8 years ago.
So what, did you have to go uni or college for that?
I had to go college and uni, bro, like, you understand? Because like, as I say, I was moving around so much through my high school years, and like, even when I came back to do college over here, it wasn't in the same field. Like I was studying law, I was studying like business studies, but like this is more clinical. Like, you understand how to become an occupational therapist, this, that, and that. Even before I started doing occupational therapy, it was like, how do I become a teacher? Because I feel like I can reach out and make an impression on autistic kids, especially if they're in a mainstream school. Like, you understand, because they struggle, bro. Like, you understand, to keep up with the learning or even just be social. Like, you understand? And over the years, I had found coping mechanisms that made me extremely social, even though it might have been uncomfortable at first. Like, I realized that, you know, closed mouths don't get fed.
Facts.
So, like, you understand, I didn't mind asking hard questions, and you understand, I didn't mind ruffling feathers the wrong way in certain situations.
But when you was growing up, did you mind?
Yeah. Like, that would be the first thing I didn't want to do. I didn't
more
want
of a recluse.
Yeah, I didn't want no one to even look at me, you know, like that. Let alone say well go on. Like, I didn't want it, but like, you understand, there was a time where I just realized that I have to be able to gel with people,
interact with people.
Yeah,
100%.
otherwise
it's life. It's part of life.
Exactly. Otherwise, I'm gonna be on my ones out here. And although I love my own company, I didn't fancy living like a lonely lifestyle. Like, you understand, there was things that I always wanted, and like I was, you know, in my trajectory towards it was like, I need people in my team. I need people I can trust. I need people I can bounce off. I need people that make me laugh. I need to be able to make people laugh.
Yeah.
And you know, as I was coming up, you know, it made me a more rounded,
more pro-social.
I became more of a rounded person. So again, you know, as far as the music goes, that's what kept me and Randy and Derek like on the same, you know, on the same keel, and you know, brought us together because we had a common goal, we had a common love of music, and like, you know, we knew that together no one could mess with us in any regard, didn't it?
Yeah.
So whether it was on the roads, whether it was on the stage, whether it was in any situation,
you had it covered.
Yeah, bro. So like, we always just felt comfortable in that regard. But things, you know, progressed, and I feel like God always gives you what you can handle. So like, through my learning, I've been able to go to Africa, as we say, you know, 2 years in a row. I've got a whole team of professionals. We go out, we give like diagnosis for free for people who can't get a diagnosis. Even if you got a diagnosis, where are you today? So like, we observe the patients, we give good advice, and you know, able to continue in that regard. But now, like, is what I'm saying is that I want to build a national Ghana Autism Center. So even when I leave Ghana, you've got somewhere to go. You've got professionals to speak to. You can find the answers you're looking for with this center.
Yeah, that's a big deal. So how can we get all this information? Like, if anyone wants to know more about what you're doing in this project, how do we get the information?
So across the board on social media, you can find me at jrock_Big Brothers, anywhere on social media, and whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. And I try my best to answer to, you know, everyone's questions and stuff like that. So currently, that's how I'm doing it. You can also reach other professionals at gtco.com, and like
gtco.com,
yeah, which is Guaranteed Trust Bank, their website, because now they have a whole campaign on autism, and professionals are there constantly, including myself from time to time. So all questions get answered through those.
Cool. When we drop this this episode, we'll put it in the comments.
Yes,
on YouTube,
please do. Please do.
Could get to you and everything.
Absolutely.
So, have you got any upcoming projects, music-wise, coming out? Any new music? Any new material?
Yeah. So like, it's our 20-year anniversary from October last year.
Swear down. We're 50 years into rap
Hip-hop.
now.
Yeah.
50 years into hip-hop.
Exactly.
Big deal.
Absolutely.
Big deal.
Out of that 50 years, I've been, you know, putting in
Involved
work
20.
for 20 years, exactly. And maybe over 20 years, but like as a signed artist, 20 years for sure. And like, you know, as I say, it's so impressive to be in the game for that long, still have some relevance, like, you understand, and so forth and so on. So like, yeah, we plan to do another Big Brothers, whether it's an EP or album, I couldn't tell you right now. But yeah, we're all at our prime still, like, you understand what I'm saying? We left the game at such an early point in our career, maybe only 2 albums in. One was with Sony and one was independent. And obviously the independent didn't go as massive as the Sony one because it's a different style of machine, innit?
Yeah.
But if we had continued, we would have been like Getz, we would have been Wiley, we would have been all of these, if not bigger, because we was already platinum when these men were trying to get through the doors. You understand what I'm saying? Who knows where life could have taken us? But like, as I say, where God has put me, you know, I'm still very proud of my accomplishments, my achievements, this, that, but it leaves a little bit of hunger there. So yeah, this year, like you'll see myself, Nadia, Sharice, and Randy doing some albums together.
Okay, wicked. Yeah, so with that said, brother, nice to meet you. Wicked to see you and everything, bro.
Yes.
And you know, like, I got a lot of time for you and Randy, you get me? And I was lucky enough to come and see you like perform at one of your shows. And
that's right.
you lot got bare energy.
Absolutely,
You lot still got energy.
100%.
You know? And I love it. I love to see that, bro. I saw you lot work in the crowd and I said, nah, this autopilot for them not.
Trust me, bro. Trust me,
you know?
bro.
So with that said, bro, I'm happy to see what you got for us in the future and everything.
Definitely.
So you know what we do in this show,
you
bro.
Won't be disappointed.
It's a different kind of platform, bro. So it's some shellings we're gonna do.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Who's the hardest? You done, no, J-Rock. Love for coming through, my bro.
Come on, G.
Every time, bro.
Love for having me.
Manners, love,
Thank
bro.
you.
Done.
Who's the hardest?